There is no Epstein list. Jeffrey Epstein took his own life in his jail cell while awaiting trial. No other high-profile people are going to be charged in connection with any of Epstein's crimes, and no further disclosure would be appropriate or warranted. And that's the end of it. That's the final word in this memo from the Trump administration's Department of Justice and FBI, which was just released yesterday. Oh, and they also released this footage of the outside of Epstein's jail cell. But instead of closing the book on the Epstein case, what just happened only raises more questions. So here's what's going on. The Department of Justice and the FBI just released this short page-and-a-half memo along with video of outside of Jeffrey Epstein's cell. And if you want to read this memo and you want to see this video for yourself, I'm going to email the documents out to you in my Facts HQ email tonight. So make sure you sign yourself up. According to the memo, the FBI and the DOJ are re-releasing the video that we've seen before, except now they have enhanced it, they've balanced the color, and improved the sharpness so you can have greater clarity and viewability. The video is being released again to show that no one could have entered Jeffrey Epstein's cell after he was locked in about 10:40 p.m. on August 9th of 2019. This memo says the Trump administration has conducted an exhaustive review of the investigative holdings related to Jeffrey Epstein. They have found the same thing that officials in New York and the Biden administration found back in 2023. Nothing to see here. And the Trump DOJ and FBI said, consistent with prior disclosures, Epstein harmed more than 1,000 victims. The only documents that have not been disclosed to the public are being withheld to protect the victims. The FBI says those documents did not expose any additional third parties to allegations of illegal wrongdoing. The FBI memo goes on to say their systematic review revealed no incriminating client list. There was also no credible evidence found that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals as part of his actions. We did not uncover evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties. So if that's true, then why did Attorney General Pam Bondi bring a bunch of influencers over to the White House and give them huge binders of so-called Epstein documents to only have to later reveal that there was nothing new in those binders and then have to try and clean it up by going on Fox News in late February and claiming that the Epstein list was on her desk to review? Fox News' White House reporter asked the White House press secretary today to try and clean that up.
So what happened to the Epstein client list that the Attorney General said she had on her desk?
Well, I think if you go back and look at what the Attorney General said in that interview, which was on your network on Fox News.
Got the quote.
Go ahead.
John Roberts said, DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen? And she said, it's sitting on my desk right now to review.
Yes, she was saying the entirety of all of the paperwork, all of the paper in relation to Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. That's what the Attorney General was referring to, and I'll let her speak for that. But again, when it comes to the FBI and the Department of Justice, they are more than committed to ensuring that bad people are put behind bars. They have an operation going on right now called Summer Heat, which has our murder rate trending in the lowest direction in United States history. Their emphasis on violent crime and locking up violent criminals has led to the arrest of 14,000 violent criminals. That's a 62% increase from the same time period last year. So this Attorney General and the FBI Director are committed to putting bad people behind bars where they belong. They promised an exhaustive review. That's what they did. For any further details, I would refer you to the Department of Justice.
You can decide for yourself if you think that's a good answer or a bad answer or an answer at all. Obviously, this memo is raising a lot of questions, but also raising questions is that video that was included with the memo. Again, DOJ and the FBI say it proves that no one went into Epstein's cell at the SHU in New York after he was locked in on August 9th of 2019. They re-released the same video that we've seen, but just like before, if you watch closely, a full minute is missing from that video. Watch as the timestamp jumps from 11:58 and 58 seconds to 12 a.m. and 1 second. What happened at 11:59 p.m.? That has still not been cleared up.